Hello everybody, Jurassic Player here, and today I'm going to be showing you the SCDS EOS for the super card. Unfortunately, I don't have a super card, so what I'm using right now is actually my friend's TTDS. And if you've seen the super card DS1 OS 3.0 version 8 video, then you know exactly where I am at. And so if I just open it up, oopsie, whoa, there we go. Give me that nice little loading, then load it. Here we go. So the bottom screen opens up with a loading screen. A very nice theme. I actually really like this theme. It's very pretty. I suppose that word choice was not the greatest, but it is in fact very nice. I like it very much. So on the top screen we have the wonderful, completely useless actually, top screen, which only tells you one thing: your folder path, and that's it. And it's not even really your folder path, it's just what's highlighted. It shows nothing else. It's just there for looks. Granted, it is slightly better. Oopsie. Oh crap. Didn't mean to load that. It is slightly better than the SCDS's, I think. Because I believe SCDS also has absolutely nothing on their top screen. And yeah, I'm not quite a fan of having absolutely useless top screens, especially since there's just so much space. And I'd rather like to see maybe like a clock or something, you know, just something that could be used on the top screen. But anyways, so on the bottom we have the grid view, once again grid view, and we have setup, saver, and cheat. And on the very bottom we have the date, time, and of course the day of the week. Of course there's no temperature. Temperature is part of the Moonshell's bit, so that's not shown here, and it's not going to probably be anywhere around here. But yeah, so I'm gonna be randomly pressing buttons, and hopefully I'll be able to figure this out while telling you. But if we press Y, it brings up, oopsie, there we go. It brings up the file properties, I guess you could say. It's the what save slot you want to use. So it's multi-saver. We have the save size, we have cheat, and we have bypass anti-piracy. I think that's fairly explainable by itself, so I probably won't go into any of those. The cheat menu, I have no cheats for obviously this is not any game at all. This is the what is it, the SCDSOne OS file. But yeah, so that one doesn't have cheats, so that's why the screen that you saw had absolutely nothing on it. But let's go to something where we actually can see this. Yes, okay. Here we go. And so if we go to cheats, we can see here that we have cheats, the folder, opening folders, closing folders, and you can toggle stuff on and off. Top is still useless, and then we have the eraser to clear out all the cheats, and then of course we have the little X right here to exit. Okay, so we have setup, which we have SD speed. This is kind of cool. This is a feature that I've never seen on any other flash card. Granted, I don't know what this will actually do, but it's cool to have. And they have run mode, so clean mode, patch, and that's one of the things that Supercard has always had for the most part, the patched mode versus clean mode. Yeah, yeah. They have language, brightness, of course the multi-saver again, and then you have theme. So I have the default, but they have three other default themes, and we have hotkey, which if you have seen the DS2 video, then you know what this is for. It's for the in-game menu, so you can toggle on and off the buttons that you want to use. You probably can't see all too well some of the top ones because they put blue on blue. But yeah, that's for that. And whoa, don't go there. Okay, so then oh well, I guess I could go there. And then we have a GBA extend, which gives you no link or rumble. That's the what sort of GBA thing you want it to be acting as. So if you have a 3-in-1, that's pretty much what it's for. Ugh. Oopsie. If you press L or R, you will toggle to the left or to the right. I'm gonna have a kind of hard time doing this because I'm using one hand to do it. But if you go to the middle, it's just the change the save size. And then if you go one more, you can turn on or off the cheats. Fairly simple, fairly easy to understand, and nothing all too hard. I don't think X does anything. A and B just open and do that sort of stuff. If you press select, like on the DS2, it will show you the wonderful file list, which has stupid numbers on the side, which I just find completely annoying. And then grid view. So, not as many selections as there was in the older OS. But it has more options for the setup and the in-game menu is actually fair amount better compared to the old one, which was tons and tons of button memorization. And if we take a look, once again I'm going to be going onto the computer. This is what the in-game menu is supposed to look like. So it still follows the same theme, and it has a real-time game guide, real-time cheat code, real-time load, real-time save, slow motion, lighting power, reset, and then back. Lighting power is just the brightness, and then there is reset, which is soft reset, and then back, which is just going back to the game. That's really about it, actually. Not too much. Oh wait, here, let's check this out. SD speed sets the read speed of your micro SD card. I suppose that might be helpful in certain cases. Not something that I really need at any point. And that seems to be about it for the DS1 EOS. Once again, I really find this theme very, very amazing. When it first came out, I was actually quite jealous about this. And then of course the DS2 came out, which also somewhat followed the same style a little bit, just a little bit, not really. It had its own sort of nice look to it, and I also like that one too. And so props to the Supercard team. I mean, they have really nice themes for these this EOS and then their DS2's theme. Like, I really like them. Like, I don't mind having them. Changing themes isn't very hard. I don't know if this will actually soft reset for me. If it will, then that's great. If it doesn't, then you won't see anything. But we'll hope it does. We'll hope it works. Oop. Yeah, there we go. So it works. It changes. As you can probably tell, you don't see the the two files that I put on here that were not NDS files. They were the music and the picture, and they aren't shown here because the newer supercard kernel is unable to play any of that stuff because it's not based off of Moonshell anymore. So in my opinion, I kind of like both of them. The first one, the original SCDSOne, has some strange thing about that. I don't understand why they have that top bar with the saver and the options and the other and the help. I don't quite get that, especially since there's not really a way to open that, at least none that I know, and I was just kind of randomly pressing buttons. But aside from that, I really like the fact that it used Moonshell. Like, I'm a fan of Moonshell, and so it's like Moonshell, you know, you can open up music, you can open up videos, you can, well, I guess not really videos, you can open up converted videos, and then you can open up pictures, and so it's quite useful. And you can also open up text, and yeah, so that's why I really like Moonshell. And compared to this newer one, which you lose those features, but supposedly it does work and it's faster at loading stuff and whatnot. And for the most part, I really like the UI. Yes, this is what I find the most amazing out of the flashcard stuff is the UI. But I'm not really sure. In my opinion, I would probably go with the older one, actually. I mean, I would like to have a new theme for the old one. Because, oh, here's the default one that they show with their website. The, let's see if I can find it. The demo here. Here we go. I don't really understand why they use this theme for their demo and not the other one, but see, yeah. So they have a full demo. Well, not really full, but they have a demo on their website, and it's fairly useful. You can check out all the different sort of ways it looks and stuff like that. I actually totally forgot about this until I saw that theme, but I like the default theme better. It just looks so much better. Not that this is bad. This is actually quite nice as well, but I don't know. I've got my preferences. Oh, hey, apparently you can move that. So instead of being on the bottom, it's on the top now. Not that it's any better. Yeah, that's not really any better. But yeah. So in my terrible opinionated view, I like the Supercard's original OS a little more. Granted, I don't really run into speed issues because obviously I'm not playing any games or doing anything with this TTDS. It's not even mine, and so I have no idea about that. So I have no issues with that at the moment. But going by functionality and the fact that I like Moonshell, yes, I would go with the Supercard DS1's original OS. For most of the functions, some of the functions here are actually a lot easier. Like the in-game menu for the DS1 EOS is so much better than the old one. The old one you had to remember a whole bunch of button combinations. This one you just choose your button combination, and so that's an extreme improvement that I would like to say is important, except for the fact that I never use the in-game menu, so it just doesn't really bother me as much. And so yeah, that's probably one of the other reasons why I would rather choose the original OS compared to the new one. But the new one does have newer games support. So if you go with the old one, you probably won't be able to play a number of the newer games. What that number is at, I have no idea. The newer one can play them. I know that much. At least most of them. I'm not sure if they've been updating the DS1's EOS recently or not. They might be, they might not be. I have no idea. I don't really keep track of the DS1 because I don't have one. I once asked for one, but they never replied, unfortunately. And yeah. So, yeah, that's about it. I think that's about as much as I can do on a TTDS at the moment that I can think of for now. And so yeah, this is the Supercard DS1 EOS. A fairly nice looking kernel. And it works fairly well. That's about it. I can't really think of anything else. Hopefully I will have this TTDS by the end of some day soon, because I'm planning on trading a flash card for it, because just recently I was offered to review a flash card, the what was it called, the Ace 3DS Plus something or other, which I probably will review if I get it, which I'm guessing I will, since I got the tracking number today. And yeah, it's in Hong Kong right now, and I'm nowhere near Hong Kong, I think. Pretty sure. I'll leave you to guess. Yeah, you guys probably already know I'm not in Hong Kong at all. But anyways, so eventually I might get one, and then I will be able to trade it for this. Granted, that would be an that's not something I would like anybody else to do. It's just I'm quite the collector now, seeing as I get so many strange flashcards. And I would like to have a TTDS and an M3 reel instead of having too many clones. But even though I say that, I did ask for more than one review sample so I could obviously do these trades. So it's not like I'm just giving away the Ace 3DS after I review it. I'm not that evil. I'm planning to keep one. But hopefully the Ace 3DS isn't too bad. Well, I guess not Ace 3DS, Ace 3DS Plus. It has to have the Plus, because they are two very different flashcards. The original Ace 3DS, which isn't actually original at all, is actually a TTDS clone. And the newer one, which is the Ace 3DS Plus, is an R4 ILS clone. Whether that means anything good or bad, I have no idea. They say they are supported by Wood, and because they are using the R4 ILS, I'm kind of leaning towards, if it works, it would be rather nice if that flashcard does in fact have Wood support. Of course, I'm kind of just banking on the fact that the R4 ILS is pretty much an R4 with SDHC support. But it might not work, it might work, I have no idea. I haven't tested it, and I don't really know too much about the R4 ILS anyways, at least not at the moment. But yeah, that's for a different video. So yeah, This was the Supercard DS1 EOS Evolution OS for the Supercard DS1, which instead of doing that, I decided to use a TTDS because I don't have a Supercard DS1. And if you only watched this video, on the last video on the about the Supercard DS1 OS 3.0 version 8, I talked about a really short rant on how the TTDS and the Supercard, one of them is a clone of the other, and so that's why I'm able to do what I did. And it's not actually too hard. If you want to know how, then I will tell you. There's not really any problems with that, but be warned that doing so will bring you absolutely nothing. The best that you can get out of it is that you can try out themes, and you can test out themes and then maybe post them up if you want to. Aside from that, you can't really do anything. You can't load any games. You won't be able to. It won't work on either kernel. Either of the Supercard kernels on a TTDS. Vice versa also works, by the way. So you can put a TTDS kernel on a Supercard. And I'm not sure if that one will work or not to load ROMs. I don't think it will. But yeah. So TTDS. Thanks to my brother's friend for letting me borrow it once again, which he didn't actually let me borrow it, but I somehow ended up with his DS, so I borrowed it. And yeah. So thanks for watching, and I hope you'll watch whatever I have next, which most likely it will be that S3DS Plus. And yeah. See you then, and I hope you enjoyed it. Later.